Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast. Judy Howard is making it happen. The title of this episode is called The Speech Contest. I was a winner. The time before a speech contest is what makes or breaks a speaker. But before the time came for me to walk up on the stage and compete, I sat sequestered in a small room with four other contestants, all younger than me. But then again, I'm within spitting distance of turning 80, so nearly everyone is younger than me. We were waiting on stage in this room to go on stage, one by one, to give a 2-minute response to an impromptu question. My competitors didn't show any nervousness, but then I don't think I did either. But already there was a rock in my stomach and my mouth was turning dry. Three of the contestants talked about their speaking experiences as leaders of large teams for the big companies that they work for. They had been encouraged to join Toastmasters in order to become stronger leaders and more competent and confident communicators. The fourth competitor, he had already earned his distinguished status as a speaker. He was an international speaker. So all of them, to my demise, were intimidating me as they all sat and talked about their responsibilities as team leaders. And as I listened, my simple mind began to compare my humble experiences to theirs. It reminded me, you have never even worked for anyone. You've always been self-employed. The most people you've managed are 5 employees. So now the tension was creeping up my throat, and I swallowed hard. If I didn't do something about my nervousness, the only reaction I was going to get from my audience when I got up there on stage was sympathy or a feeling of embarrassment for my pathetic performance. I took another deep breath and exhaled slowly for the umpteenth time. Neuroscientists have proven that deep breathing exercises open up a gateway in the brain, which causes a positive shift, perhaps to a higher consciousness. I don't know, but whatever it was, a higher consciousness or the force, like in Star Wars, or whether it was a spirit or God, all I know this time, the breathing exercise actually worked. The contestants' chatter just faded into the background. And what I heard next was probably my own thoughts, but it was as clear as if someone was sitting right beside me. Was it God? I don't know. But here's what it said. It said, you may feel like you are all alone, but everyone who has ever believed in you is standing with you. Your friends and everyone who has ever admired you are here. Look around, it said. Even those who just crossed your path. Remember them? The people who you the people who told you how you inspired them, they are all here too. They are here to encourage you when you go up on that stage and say what only you can say. I kind of looked around the room In my mind's eye, I saw everyone who had been encouraging me from my past all the way up to my present. And as I imagined them in the room with me, the knots in my stomach melted and I was felt at peace. I knew I was going to be okay when I walked up on that stage. So when they finally called me to the stage, I climbed those stairs with confidence and a knowing that I would deliver the only message I could deliver. And when I finished, I felt energized. I walked off that stage taller, realizing the value of everyone who have ever encouraged me in my entire life. They all had made a difference. And as I walked back to my seat, many in the audience, and even some of the contestants, leaned in and told me, whispered, "Good job." But now I cannot go any farther with this story without confessing to you. Technically, I didn't win the contest. Okay, this is the point where you all go, "Oh, winning would have been nice." But I know that if we don't experience the failures and the losses, a win, when it does come, will seem shallow and the trophy will lack a luster. Champions are molded by failures. It's in the struggles they endure that sweetens the win. So now I don't want to end this speech on a losing note because it is always my intention in everything I do to inspire those around me. So I need you to know that even though I did not win the speech contest, I won an more invaluable and multifaceted prize. One facet of the prize was the opportunity to take part in a speech contest in the first place. Even if I lost, I knew the experience itself would give me the bricks I needed to build a firm foundation for a success later on. I also knew I would come away feeling like a winner, whether I won or lost, because it is in the doing. There lies the power. And the most valuable facet of this invisible prize that I won was that I remembered to pause and listen, not to the naysayers who were keeping residence in my head, but to listen to all those who had told me when I doubted myself that they believed in me and supported me. We all know winning does not come easily. 9 out of 10 times you will not win what you are striving for in life, whether it is a race or a speech contest. Often the win has been set in motion months before and sometimes years before the actual trophy is ever won. But another hidden prize is that the hours invested in extreme effort before winning the trophy makes the win appear effortless. We misjudge our losses and our failures because they are really hidden successes. They are the bricks that will make for an unshakable foundation for success when it does come. So I challenge you to embrace the failures in your life. They will be your biggest wins. Thank you for listening. And if no one else has told you today that they love you, I want you to know that I love you. I believe in you, and I know that you matter. So come on, let's go get those losses behind us. I am Judy Howard, and I am making it happen.